That's my secret, cat. I'm always angry.
Alright, hi everyone. I couldn't find a video to talk about annotation, so I'm just making one myself. I'm going to use Office 365. The easiest way to do things is to probably just print it out and then draw on it, take a picture, and upload it. But if you don't have a printer at home or it's not working for whatever reason, this is a great way to do it too. We all have access to Office 365. So a couple of things to start. Make sure you click up here, change it to reviewing. Make sure you click on the review tab over here. And then we want to show our comments, which are over here. And you just hit new comment to create a new comment. So I found a random monologue online. April and Jan, in the team monologue, April and Jan. April opens up to her friend about why she's been acting distant from everyone at school. Now, normally before you annotate it, you'd read through the whole thing. I'm not going to do that just because I don't want you to listen to a 10 to 15 minute video if you don't have to. So we're going to jump right into it. So April starts off. I'm just being me. I want to be more real in my life. I've gotten tired of trying to fit in and be accepted by everyone else. So that's a pretty strong statement. So I think that's a good spot for a note. We're going to highlight it, hit new comment, say really strongly with conviction. Because obviously this one wants to stand out. I've always felt like I'm lying to myself. If people don't accept me, for who I truly am, then I don't want to be friends with those people. So right here again, this like screams out for a pause right here. So we put a little note, make it pause, right? And maybe one after as well, just because we really want to cement that whole like who I truly am part. Now, we're kind of talking about, an initial introduction here, and then this launches into her talking about being distant. So this is a pretty natural beat. It's a change in motivation. So we're going to add our double dashes to let us know that it's a change in a beat. So you're right. I have been distant. Again, maybe a teeny tiny little pause right there, just to set off that front bit. I've been distant because I realized there are certain people I don't want to know. People that don't have anything in common with me, and I used to think that was a bad thing. I used to think that I had to be accepted by everyone all the time, and because of that, I've been hiding who I truly am, and I guess eventually, finally, it's caught up to me, and I've made the decision to be me, and ever since I've had the courage to be me, it's like this burden has been lifted, and I can breathe again. That is a really long sentence, but it's a sentence with a point. She's kind of like building up to the present and building up to who she is now. And I think because she's building up in the sentence, we want to build up the energy and our volume. So because it's a super long sentence right there, there's no real big breaks or anything like that. The audience is going to get disengaged, but if we get louder when we're talking, we kind of build up our energy when we're saying that. It matches what she's kind of saying too. And I think in there too, we have this finally bit. Again, like teeny pause right there. Maybe not before it. Let's do it after it. So let's throw the pause in after, because I think it's stronger after finally. So this is a good point to say right here. To get rid of a note, you just click where that note was. This one right here. And you delete it. So other movements in here too. We talked about how relationships are physical, and we can talk about how we do a movement note. Normally you do it in a different color. Unfortunately, online you can't really do that. So when she starts to talk about distance and like moving away, I used to think that I had to be accepted by everyone all the time. Because of that, I've been hiding. Well, hiding is a good point to start. Maybe on hiding, we kind of like walk back from audience. Not necessarily backwards, but just like take a step back or sideways. Move head down to let us know that, or move head to look in different direction. Or off, just because we know that she's feeling vulnerable at that point. She probably doesn't want to have direct eye contact with someone. And then same here, this breathe again, that's crying out for like a breath of relief. We're breathing again. She's finally let this burden go, like lose the tension in body here to match her feelings. And this sentence or this paragraph right here is kind of talking about being at ease. This one here is the path to it. So it's a shift. This one's kind of broken up into pretty easy paragraphs. Yours might not be, but you just kind of do your best. So I feel more at ease with myself. Calm. So again, calm. You can kind of see a trend here. When somebody's writing a script, those punctuation marks matter, and a comma means a slight pause, and when you read it, you can kind of see that too. Not like I used to be all the time when I felt so nervous or stressed out over stupid things that actually don't even matter. And then she talks about, her last little bit here is confiding why she hasn't been around very much, which is probably a shift because she's not talking about things that don't matter anymore. It's taken me a long time to get over myself and have the confidence to be genuine. And I know it may seem different to you and other people, but this is who I really am, and I can't apologize for it. So this part right here, she's talking about kind of being happy with who she is, and I talked about a shift or like a twist in a lot of your feedback. So right here, this is a twist. Like, move to being happy rather than like reflective, sad, or frustrated, because she's happy with who she is and she's letting us know that. And like in here too, I don't really know of a movement thing, but I'm kind of thinking like, think about movement as relaxed, like a shoulder shrug, natural. So I don't know the movement yet, but part of the rehearsal process is just kind of brainstorming it. So I'm going to throw it in there because I know I want kind of a natural thing. So there you have it. We've gone through. It hasn't taken very long. We've added a bunch of notes. Now, you probably want to have quite a bit more in terms of movement notes. You've seen how I've done a few, but I'm not fully performing this, nor do I want this video to be super long, so I didn't add in a ton. But you probably want to have double the number of movement notes that I have. Think about expressions on your face and all of that you could add. This right here is kind of the basics. So if I'm done, and we're doing this on Office 365, we go up here, we click the share button. It's super simple. It'll automatically start searching for me. So if you put in Smith_C1, comes up right here, Christopher Smith, teacher, that's my full name, that's going to be me, there we go, and then we hit send. It'll send it directly to my email. No worries about creating permissions for me, I can already automatically see it, and that's it. So thank you very much for watching the video. Go out there, annotate your scripts, continue to rehearse them, and remember to say them loud and proud, because some of you were whispering, terrified in your rooms that someone would hear you.